What's good, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Khwezi Madlala and I'm BACK, back with a new video. A paradox of this moment is that while social distancing is required to contain the spread of the coronavirus, it may also contribute to poor health in the long run. It is important to maintain social connections through video chats or phone calls to feel less lonely or less isolated, which is why I decided to make this video to help connect different people living different lives from different backgrounds. And I hope it may provide some sort of comfort to know that other people are going through similar or the exact same situation that you are going through. For me, the pandemic has provided an opportunity to connect with God and find new and creative ways to connect with Him. Also, I'm a part of the 5 a.m. Club. If you know, you know. For those of you who don't know, the 5 a.m. Club is a concept by Robin Sharma. You spend your first 20 minutes on exercise or yoga, and you spend the next 20 working on your plan or goals, or simply figuring out what your day plan is. I've had time to journal my thoughts, to practice self-care, to awaken the bookworm in me, and to work on the relationships in my life. And I'm so glad that the lockdown has strengthened my family units. I've got time to spend with my siblings and I've gotten to know them all over again, and we have discovered so many things that we didn't know about each other. So let's hear what the others have to say. So, how has the lockdown and the coronavirus outbreak affected your life or your mental health?
Some things that have been really affecting my mental health during lockdown include not being able to go outside as freely as I like, not seeing my friends, my families, and other loved ones, and just in general not being able to exist on my own outside.
So for me personally, lockdown has been very hard, but also at the same time, a lot of great things have come out of it. I don't think I would have gotten to the space that I'm in right now if it hadn't been for lockdown. It really took the slowing down of life as we know it and just the pausing of impilo for me to really be able to sit down with the parts of myself that aren't as cute as the part that you see right now, and to really face myself. And in doing so, I have been able to grow as a person, to learn more about myself, and to just be more in tune with who I am.
There's a lot that has been going on ever since this whole coronavirus was declared a global pandemic. Firstly, I was not in South Africa at this time. I was still on an exchange program in the United States. So it was very difficult to come back home because a lot of flights, like the airport was basically shut down. So it was just a lot to do, and also just like there was a lot of things that I didn't get to finish off in America, which maybe like my schooling, so I didn't get to graduate, sadly. No cap and gown or nothing like that, but it's okay.
2020 was a very nice year when I started studying and everything. I studied IT, software and network engineering, and everything was going smoothly. Like I was just getting my A's and everything, and I just had a plan ahead for 2020, then 2021, and then further. And COVID-19 came into the mix, and it just hampered all productivity and work ethic that I had.
Definitely has been a struggle. So I'm a first year at UCT this year, and I was meant to be starting, you know what I'm saying, the first year, the grind, just everything that was meant to be fun about first year kind of was taken away. I know everyone's like going through something really difficult, so it kind of reels you back in and makes you not complain too much about your situation. But it definitely was difficult having to meet new people and then just like being taken out of that environment that you were just like trying to get used to. And it feels like we got like the worst part about first year because we just have to do all the schoolwork and don't get the fun experiences, you know.
The fact that I haven't had like my freshman experience has been really hard. So I was supposed to leave for the US mid-July and, you know, get an apartment, start school, go to orientation, and the fact that that's hit a halt has been so like hard because I've been dreaming of like going to school I know it sounds weird, but going to university and just like starting my life for so long because I hated high school. So it's just been like, really, now I can't even do that one thing I really wanted to do. And then that's left me a lot of space and time, which sounds like a good thing, but too much of space and time leaves you alone with your thoughts. So I think I've become really hyper aware as well, and I had to like face things that I wasn't ready to face, like one of them being my mental health. I had to like acknowledge, okay, I have depression, I have anxiety, and I had to go get help for that. Which was, you know, like if it wasn't Corona, I know I would have just carried on and like distracted myself with everyday life. But because we're in lockdown, I had to just sit down and be like, okay, you have to do something about this, which is good, but it was really hard. So the introspection and the self-actualization has been like realizing that I'm actually toxic and I can be toxic. I have the power to hurt people and I can be manipulative, and facing all those bad aspects of myself, like that's been a ride. So I feel like all in all, I think just being so aware of everything around me and the thoughts, being in my own thoughts, has been like the real struggle for me. I'm not just being able to see my friends, which sounds so like but like you need relationships, you need people, and I've lost a few like close people and family members, which I don't even go into, but that has been hard because funerals are limited, and then let's not go there.
One of the most difficult things was adjusting to university, and then all of a sudden having to adjust to university but online. At first I was always checking the stats. I was hoping, like I was watching that graph, I was like, can we just get to level 2 so I can come back to uni, sort out my life, sort out my academics.
Like I don't know, like personally I was really certain about the whole school, like whole varsity thing anymore, because I've already registered and all that, and like it was very tricky. Like it was very tricky because now you'd find my cousins and my friends who are out of the province, life for them is they continue with school, like some of them were already going on with school, and Tina Slade, we're just there, right? We're just there. So that weighed, in some in part of it, like anxiety wise. Something else that also stressed me out a lot was the dying. You see, like the dying was something that, and it still is at this moment in time, it still is, wafa. It's really daunting.
So it's been a very tough year, I've been stressed about the marks I'm going to use to apply to varsity, because this whole ish of moving from physical school to online school suddenly didn't really affect me in a positive way, because I think I focus more. I've come to see that I'm a very cardinal person. I don't take change very positively as other people may.
So when Corona happened, because I was getting eyelashes from China, right? Now I couldn't make money anymore from that because it's coronavirus. We can't get exports, we can't get imports, all of that. I mean, we can't get imports, we can't get any exports. So obviously now my business was going down. But anyway, that was fine. So I was like, I'm just gonna see what else I can focus on. So at the beginning of this year, when I took my gap year, my family and I decided that it would be best for me to just rewrite math. I did pass maths, but there is still room for improvement. And I want you guys to know that it doesn't mean that if you rewrite a subject, you damn or you failed it. You can literally just rewrite if you have nothing else to do and you want to improve your marks. So that's exactly what I decided to do. So I got a date for November, right? But obviously now, because of this whole Corona thing, the date has also moved to later on, maybe December, only January, we don't know. But yeah, so I got a date for November, and I told myself that, okay, from Jan until June, I'm really just going to enjoy my gap year. And then from June, I'll start to study. But then obviously I didn't even really enjoy this gap year because of everything that's happening currently.
What helps you deal with all the changes brought about by the coronavirus outbreak?
I'm definitely just trying to remember the things I love doing. I love worship, music, so I've been listening to some worship music when I'm feeling down. I love filming videos, so I've been trying to do that, stay on my grind, and I'm definitely doing better than I was a few weeks ago. It's very important to use this time to build yourself up, to invest in yourself, to learn new skills, to come, like, walk away from this literally being a different person.
Something that's really been helping me is engaging in self-care. I'm going to explain self-care using a little bit of a pyramid. Being grateful that I'm able to get those things done with ease puts my mind at ease.
With having so much time and space, I've kind of taken like a route of self-education. So I am literally reading, watching videos, joining online courses, and doing all this stuff, which has been great.
I say that personally for me, something that has really helped is the fact that our school turned to online learning via Microsoft Teams and Zoom. So what they would do is we would stick to our normal timetable, and some lessons were live and some were pre-recorded, where we would have our normal school day. So the day we were supposed to start school in term 2, we started school but online, we're all at home. So we would have our registration in the morning, you would go to your first lesson, take notes as usual. And the nice thing about online learning is that if there was anything that you missed in the online lesson, or if you weren't able to attend the online lesson, all of the lessons are recorded. So you could go back and look at the lessons, and that's really helpful also when you're studying for a test, or if now that we're entering into the time of trials and finals, if you want to go back and check if you missed something, if there was something you didn't understand and you can't get a hold of your teacher, the lessons are readily available.
What's helped me is that I've stepped away a bit from, just like social media for a while. But I'm coming back slowly but surely.
Last but not least, what are you thankful for?
To have like that freedom of learning and educating myself on my own terms, on things that I find to be really important. Black Lives Matter, privilege, LGBTQ plus, and like subjects like that, and communities, and like terms and things that I didn't know before. That's been great. So, and then also, obviously this sounds like so cliche, but spending time with my family has been amazing. Like, I've become so much closer with my sisters, and I feel like we're all like, I don't know, so much closer, and I literally have so much fun with them now. I mean, we had fun before, but yeah, like just being with my family has been amazing, and having time to nurture my relationships, my friendships, has been great. Like, ooh, am I hungry? Did you hear my stomach? But having time to nurture my relationships and my friendships has been amazing.
We take a step back. We genuinely had the time to take a step back and look at situations such as gender-based violence, such as racism, police brutality that we have here in South Africa, and how that relates to other places in the world. And you realize a lot of things. Like, thanks to lockdown, I was able to learn many things in such a short space of time, because of how information was spread by our peers so well, so quickly, and just the passion that young people have in terms of what they genuinely believe is right in society, and what is unjust, and how we can fix that and everything. So that's what's keeping me sane, where I read experiences, I listen to experiences. Like for example, with gender-based violence, that's some of that's literally the biggest issue, in my opinion, that we're having here in South Africa. And I've learned so much about what's happening to women and how that affects me as a man, because I learned so much about what it truly means to be a man. It is someone who does not submit to the superficial standards of the patriarchal system. I'm grateful for COVID-19. It was a time of just growth. Like, so much growth happened in such little time. If you just take a step back, it's been like 5 or 6 months or so that we had this lockdown, yet I just learned so much, and so much has just happened.
For that, I'm just grateful for the support that everyone has given me. I think one important thing to have during this time is a great support system, and like that also means being there to support others and not just you being supported, because it's a two-way street. It just takes two to tango in a situation. I have been talking to a lot of people about everything that's going on, and also talking to a lot of people about anything else other than what's going on, because like that's also important to have a balance between talking about the crisis of the world right now, which is not just the global pandemic, it's like a lot of gender-based violence and just a lot of, you know, the whole Black Lives Matter movement. So there's just a lot going on at one time.
I feel like if I didn't have this time to spend with my family, if I didn't have this time to focus on myself, and if I didn't have the online learning experience, I wouldn't have like figured out all these things about myself that are going to help me grow.
Being at home and not having much else to do, I've been very focused and I'm very much in my bag. A lot of opportunities have come my way during this period, and I'm super grateful that God has continued to provide for me and continue to open these doors for me and keep me clean, even though the world is like turning upside down.
We have come to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please share how you are staying connected and sane during this difficult time. And please don't forget to like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Sending you so much love and light.